Tony.
Hi, Steph. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fabulous. I get to talk to famous movie stars and get to know them. Boy, you are funny. I just looked at some of your Vine stuff, and I was on the floor.
Oh, thank you. Oh gosh, I'm so glad you found Vine stuff.
Yeah,
You
I
found this
I
Vine.
do my research. I tells you.
It's good, good. I have to look for it on YouTube, and I'm like, that's where it is because I missed that. I missed that. I'm gonna turn the sound off for you. 1 second. I missed mine. There we go. Anyway,
Wow. Well, you're just happening all over. How does it feel to be famous?
I don't really think about it that much, but I mean, once in a while, someone I come across and they say, "Oh, you're," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And I'm like, "Thanks for paying attention."
Someone was very happy that you followed them on Instagram. I think that was a very up thing that you did, was follow someone. So I'm anxious to talk with you a lot about comedy, a lot about my favorite things. Tell me a little bit first. Well, let's talk about the Canyonlands, because that's your most current project.
The Canyonlands was an awesome project, and thank you. Gosh, it's like,
You want to take me on a tour of the house?
I'm in a commune right now. All right. The visiting family. Okay. The Canyonlands was a great project to be a part of. I loved, like, that when I got the opportunity to do it, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to Moab. Like, I've never been to Moab. And in everywhere you look looks like a picture.
I live in Utah, and so Moab is a place I go to. There is this place called the Moab Brewery, uh,
Okay.
and it is just an amazing restaurant. It's like a Michelin starred restaurant.
I love a good brewery. I feel like we went there maybe one day.
Yeah, it's a big wooden building with a lot of bottles in it, and great food.
Yeah, I think we might have gone there on our day off, and I think, and gosh, I miss a brewery these days. We haven't been able to go out anywhere.
Do you like horror films?
I do. I love a good thrasher, classic horror movie. I get scared myself, even if I've been a part of a film. Used to be behind the camera. Now I'm in front of the camera. Even knowing all of the special effects, I still get scared.
And I don't fear this at all, but you are now a scream queen.
I'm a scream queen.
Yeah, you
Yes.
made
Oh
it.
my gosh, I didn't know. Yes. Okay, good. This is
You
very,
can
very.
now. This is your ticket into all the science fiction conventions, and selling your autographs at $10 a piece.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
saying.
Oh, I'm very excited about this. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, I had a walk on Star Trek once, and they just won't leave me alone. Um, you started out your professional life as an art director, as somebody who worked in behind the scenes. Do you still have a big love for that? I mean, if
I
you produced a
appreciate it.
film, would you do the props?
No, no. I mean, if it was a smaller project, I might, and if there was a prop designer on it, I might suggest something and be like, "Do you like this? Look how cool this is." But the last project I did was, I think it was offered, was Sharknado 2, and I had to take it because Sharknado 2. And I remember making the saw hand, designing the saw hand, and there's just those little wins. Yeah, but I had to cold turkey stop, like, it just, once at a certain point, it's like, you don't stop getting the work, then you're not going to focus on the other thing that you really want to, or you want to focus
But
on.
it's a lovely talent to have, is to understand and know art. And even movie art is, I'm going to repeat myself like 6 times, but movie art is art.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I pay attention to all of that, and to a fault. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, that film. Did you see that film? There was some gaff tape on the door. They didn't take it off, like, so,
Yeah.
I love attention to detail. I started in theater, and as work progressed in the art world, I, went to theater and film. I mean, went to film and TV. And you miss that attention to detail. I mean, there's so much more detail in theater, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of TV and film is smoke and mirrors,
Well, there's an old saying that says theater is art, or
Mhm.
theater is life, film is art, and television is furniture.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes total sense. I've never heard that before, but that makes sense.
Uh, was it musical theater when you were growing up in Chicago, right? You're from Chicago.
Yes, I did some musical theater growing up, but yeah, it was junior high and high school
Mm-hmm.
in performing, and then I got into art. I was an art kid to a T. Just I was drawing all over my hands and walking to class in a big burly sweater and don't look at
Wow.
me. Yeah, I was an art kid for sure. And
You were
then
Billie Eilish before Billie Eilish.
I was Billie Eilish before, exactly. Except my nails weren't as long, and
Yeah.
she can really pull that off. I think I wouldn't be able to do clay projects with my nails, but I can
But
try.
there's something so incredible about working in live theater for a while, because you learn everything that you need to know for pretty much the rest of your life in live theater.
Mhm.
Undressing in front of other people, you need to how to
Yeah.
hold in a sneeze, just
Yeah, a little
life things.
desensitized. Yeah, you're desensitized to some things, and then also with as far as the art part goes, you really learn how to produce. What goes into it. All the things that go into a production. So you, how do I say this? You meet a lot of talent that might not appreciate all the people that are part of a crew. And I really truly do. Because I know it takes about hundreds of people to finish a film.
It does, and one more. But
Wow,
jumping from that into in front of the camera and in front and doing what you do has got to be an incredible process, because you're very good at what you do. I mean, I see Lucille Ball in you, but in such
oh,
a
thank you so
different
much.
way.
That's a big compliment. That's a huge compliment. Thank you.
Well, it was meant to be, because I don't laugh that easy. I'm an old man, and your kid's on my lawn right now, and I'm ready to scream. Um, but you've seen it all before. But your approach to comedy is just so personal. It is a wonderful freshness about it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. It really, I mean, if I can't make myself giggle or laugh, I'm like, I don't know, then what's the point?
Did
So
you
I
do a
try
lot of training with improv? And
you know what? I have funny parents. And I mean that's a double meaning. Okay. Uh, there's a double meaning to that. Funny, like, haha, and funny, like, huh. And, hopefully they can hear me right now.
funny, peculiar.
Yeah. Yeah. So my mom will say, oh, you get your funny from me. It's in my blood. That's what it is. I'm like, okay, mom, whatever you say. My dad's the Mr. Jokester. I did a lot of UCB and Groundlings. And
That's Mindy Sterling's organization.
yes. Mhm.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah. So and that's always important. I think with improv, I love having that skill. I mean, it's always enriched a scene. Directors love having that. You keep going with something, you find something you didn't know you had. So,
But I also think it trains you. I mean, comedy trains you for drama,
mhm.
in a way that, unless you study it, nobody really realizes how great comedians are at doing drama, and we're always surprised.
You're speaking my language. Yeah, it's very true. It's not always easy to be funny, you know. So, but I love doing. I just recently did a short film, and it was all drama, and I loved it so much. Being able to do both is a really special thing.
I'm sure that as a creative person, you have things on the drawing table.
Oh, yes. I mean, I'm always, especially during this time, during quarantine, I've been writing a lot, and you got to keep, I mean, not being able to work all the time during this time it just is another reason to get all the ideas out so you can pitch. And when you pitch, when something goes well or a film goes well, you want to have those on the back burner.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's always something to go to, something to do.
Right.
And that's how you keep yourself sane and crazy at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you're saying it.
This is a beautiful Spanish villa that you're sitting in front of. How is Spain during Easter? Is it
Yeah.
wonderful?
You know, my parents are from Chicago, and I think when they retired, they were like, "We're getting out of here. We're going to San Diego." So, this is their house.
Now, see this. You have such a parallel because I lived in San Diego I went to school in San Diego.
Wow, that's awesome.
At USIU, it was a drama school way back then by Scripps College, and
Oh yeah.
I lived in Point Loma in the back house that Dr. Seuss owned.
Oh wow.
I
That's
lived
so,
with Ted Geisel and his wife Judy.
oh, that's so cool. That's amazing.
So I can tell you all about Black's Beach and all that stuff.
Oh
You don't want to
wow.
hear
And so what made you leave San Diego?
that. Witness relocation.
Got
Mostly. No, my college days. Oh, I wish I had something to eat here. I've just got booze just all over. My college days were done, so I moved back to. I grew up in Los Angeles, and now you're interviewing me. But
I was just curious because San Diego's just like, wow, you know.
it's an observer's paradise because everybody goes, "Wow, look at those people." You know, it's nice. And all Chicago has is Gibson's Steakhouse and the Sears
Snow.
Tower. That's
Well, yeah, and the summer's really nice, but snow, yeah.
yeah, but the winters are horrible.
Yeah, so bad. Cut your face with all the wind.
But it is hog butcher to the world. So
Oh,
I want to see you do so much more.
thank you.
You
Yeah,
should do a one-woman show.
thank you. Okay. Okay.
You know, I mean, I'll write it for you because I understand. No, I understand
I love
nothing.
it. I love that though. No, it's been in the back of my mind. So yeah, forming that it's been an itch on me. So I'm
At what point did I lose control of this interview?
I think I think it's amazing. We're just talking.
Yeah, at least I didn't confuse you with Sandra Bullock like most people.
Oh, that happens sometimes. That's a huge compliment. Yeah.
Well, Sandy is an amazing person. She's a good cook. Just tell me.
Really?
I know everybody. I've just got secrets left and right. But what you do isn't easy. It isn't overnight success. I mean, you're working all the time at this, and people who are wanting to come up in this business don't understand the 10 or 15 years of of scraping and getting seen and getting heard and talking to the right people, how much a balance between talent and networking there is.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean that's the truth. You'll see something that says, "Oh, she just did this just now." It's she's brand new. You're like, I've been working at this for 20 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and wow, but you're only 20, so that's gives you.
I know. No, I example. But I feel like that's how a lot of it is. You're like,
Yeah,
you don't.
I had crazy parents too. My parents said, "Well, be a lawyer or a doctor, and then do the show business thing." And thank God I didn't listen to them because this is my 50th year doing this. And I'm going to keep doing it till I get it right. Remember those old jokes? Hey, we've only got a minute and a half left. So what do you want to talk about?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just enjoying your jokes. I think they're so funny.
Well, I come on for 10 minutes. I play, the refrigerator opens and I do 10 minutes.
Oh,
So,
fun like that.
it's a pleasure to meet you though. I mean, I'm blown away by your grace and courtesy, and you're just a fun person to be with.
Oh, thank you so much, Tony. I really appreciate that.
I hope you find me on Instagram and follow me, and then I'll do a TikTok. See,
amazing. Oh, please, will you do a dance? Will you do a dance for us?
I will do a dance, and then I'll bake some bread just for you.
Thank you. Yes, we want to see more banana bread and dancing.
Well, we did talk about the movie, and maybe we should just say go see it. It's on demand everywhere.
On demand. It's so fun. It's a classic Thrasher. Everyone involved was so great. And there's a lot of culture in it, and
I thought the evil guy in it was Rob Zombie at first glance, but
Marcus doesn't look too far off from that. He just had some makeup on. Let's just say that his hair is real.
We got to go, and I adore you. Thank you so much. Have a happy Easter to you, your dogs, your family, and the Spanish villa that you're in.
Oh, thank you, Tony. You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.